VR has had its highs, it's also had its lows, and right now, well, things are actually pretty quiet, but that's okay because VR is about exploration and there's plenty of out-of-this-world experiences to be found. If your VR headset's been collecting more dust than you want, let's review 3 groups: utilities, games, and experiences that I found useful, fun, and a lot of combinations in between. I'm Eric for President, let's go. So let's start with utilities. The term utility may vary from person to person, but these are the programs or apps that can be downloaded to enhance other VR experiences to me. Also, there will be 2 picks for Quest and PC VR on all subjects, a few surprises in between, and if y'all like these, we can revisit more in the future since there are way more things that I use that I want to share, so hit that like button, pretty please. Let's start with 2 on the Oculus Quest, and I'm keeping virtual desktop off this list, so no VR ready PC will be needed for any of these on the Quest, but virtual desktop is the best, and you should have it. But anyway, I like playing Crisis Brigade on my Oculus Quest. I like playing it more with the Doom Eternal soundtrack, pounding my brain into a bloodthirsty frenzy. And that's all doable by using NullNMusic downloaded off SideQuest. With NullNMusic, play your favorite tracks that slap even while in game with an easy to use control panel that can be adjusted on the fly, making a seamless gaming experience happen. Hell, even throw on a podcast while slaying, kill and learn something at the same time. It's a minor utility, but you'd be surprised how much it can add to an experience. Also, you can't be surprised by Quest pick number 2, the Your Fitness app. The Your Fitness app is your way to burn some calories while playing VR. Overlay it in any Oculus Quest game on SideQuest, see your heart rate, estimated calorie burn, squat counters, a leveling system, and more. It's not any resistance training, something that I personally can't wait for, but have some fun with it. See how many calories it takes to swim in a lake in VR chat, play the Climb VR and see to your max ability. It's just more fun for an already fun experience. Listen to Arnold. Moving on for today's 2 utility picks for PC VR, we start with one of the most useful tools you should have in your PC VR arsenal, and that is OpenVR, more specifically the OpenVR Advanced Settings overlay. In this, you will find just so many helpful tools. Seriously, it has solved so many problems, and it is so great. Options in the advanced settings include quick floor fixes, enhanced game launching tools for super sampling, the VR overlay so you can actually have other screens up like Netflix while gaming. You can use Twitch and YouTube chats, and even turn on a turn counter so if you spin too many times while in the VR headset, it will help guide you back, that way your cords do not get tangled. This is the must-have PC VR utility out there. Also for PC VR, and this is a new one, but I'd advise to check out Holoswitch. With Holoswitch, you can bring your smartphone notifications into VR. And yes, my dudes, I know that means you can't technically ignore your significant others as easily, but damn, this is useful. Currently in early access, you'll need a Steam VR connected headset, as well as currently an Android app on your phone, more support for other platforms coming later. Once done, your phone notifications should appear while playing VR, plus or minus the bugs that come with any early access title. Future plans include taking pictures in-game being automatically sent to your phone, really cool stuff, and this is the only paid service talked about so far at $5.99. Now we move on to experiences that you should be trying. Now, separating experiences from gaming, that's kind of semantics, I get it, but for the sake here, I'm referring to experiences where there is a core gameplay mechanic that is unlike the bulk out there, and if said mechanic was not there, just wouldn't be near the same experience. There are, of course, so many of these, so let's talk about 2 for the Quest, 2 for PC VR. Explaining it's hard, let's just hope I'm making any sense here. Starting with the Oculus Quest, we have, of course, T for God found on SideQuest, and for real, do not pass trying this experience out. T for God is a VR roguelike shooter that uses impossible spaces or non-Euclidean geometry to procedurally generate an endless, walkable path throughout the entire game in your room. Our rooms are small, our space is limited, but this game turns your room into a never-ending play space that you can just walk continuously through. Now, are you actually walking in circles? Kind of, yeah. But you won't realize that. Please give this freeing experience a try, or show a friend because reactions are usually priceless. Also for the Oculus Quest, hear me out y'all. Take a moment, just trust me, this is gonna be a weird pick, but how about going number 1 or number 2 in VR with Rick's Toilet? Yes, Rick from Rick and Morty has a secret toilet that you can virtually visit while doing your business. You have a small bathroom, you have a wireless headset, put it to good use, go out of this world while taking care of business. It's good for a laugh, it's good for a smile, and that's what VR experiences are about. On the PC VR side, although this is a universal among all headsets, including the Quest, Bigscreen Beta has more to offer than just watching things on the big screen. Bigscreen Beta is a free social VR platform that lets you directly mirror and share your desktop to other users. Now, this experience is really heightened when you find groups to build a community for, and there are tons out there. My personal favorite, well, that's the VR Anime Society, the best place to find fellow anime fans where you can watch anime together in VR. You'd be surprised how many of these communities are out there using Big Screen, and building a community will reinvigorate your love for the virtual world if you're finding cobwebs building on your headset. My second pick for a PC VR experience not to miss is Blind. Navigate an unfamiliar world in virtual reality using echolocation, where sounds basically become images. It's more or less a series of escape rooms you need to puzzle solve through to unravel the story here, so if you know me, I'm not the best with puzzles because I'm pretty dumb. It's a little pricey at $24.99, and by no means is it the best game, hence why I put it under an experience tab, but using echolocation in VR is an experience that will leave you in awe. It's worth the price of admission. When games use creative elements that enhance the virtual experience, they deserve my attention at least. And finally, we move on to games, but guess what? This is not gonna be a top game list. If you read the title and that is you have likely heard top selling games, you've heard the ones with the most hype, but there are a ton of hidden gems to many users that, whether you know them or not, definitely did not get the attention they deserve in this small, busy niche. Let's talk about them. Starting with the Oculus Quest, we have to talk about HyperDash. HyperDash, which needs to be sideloaded onto your Oculus Quest, is an arena-based multiplayer shooter with numerous guns, numerous game modes, and has some amazing mechanics. You can ride rails around the map to create killing opportunities, or use your dash mechanic in some hectic firefights. This game is listed in alpha mode now, but if we're being realistic, it's more polished than most games launching paid versions of games in early access, and this is free. Just give it a shot. Although available on more than just the Oculus Quest, and many people, yes, do love this game, but I cannot believe the amount of people who haven't invested in virtual reality yet. A game about VR, AI, and our collective sci-fi fever dreams. In virtual reality, it is a narrative-driven comedy adventure game about VR and AI. It has just amazing music, amazing set pieces and environments, and will always keep you on your toes, showing you new things after new things. This is one about the journey as well as living in the moment, and in my opinion, it needs to be experienced by every VR user. For PC VR, I'm going to start with another game on multiple platforms. You'll notice a kind of a trend here from my last pick, but Tender Claw Studio put in the work to make another hands-down must-play game, The Under Presents. Again, the amount of people who passed on this need to rethink their choice. The Under Presents is a time and mind-bending theatrical experience with intriguing multiplayer experiences set between two worlds, and you follow different characters with interlocking fates. Now, the set pieces and music again in this game are top-notch. You'll never stop being thrown into new and unique moments, never seeing everything this game has to offer possibly if you don't explore to its fullest. And finally, I should have probably done this game first for the handful of people still watching this section, but don't sleep on the fun that Jet Island can bring. Fly anywhere on your hoverboard at extreme speeds, where you can explore a massive open world of Jet Island, learn to skate on any surface, swing from tall buildings, you can fly in ways that you never thought were possible, and they have 4 giant boss fights to be had. Your VR legs do need to be strong for this though. It's brutal. Please do not go into it without strong VR legs. Controls take getting used to, but when you do, you'll be smiling from ear to ear. That's gonna be it, guys. I hope this was useful for you to find games, experiences, and utilities in VR that you just hadn't used, because every little bit to reinvigorate your love for VR. It is about exploration and about having fun. Please leave a like to support this video. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss an upload. And I'll see you on the next one, VR Space Cowboys.
Bang.